Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome you all to the second online session 2020. And once again, welcome to the biology grade 9. This is Wasim Khan, your biology teacher. Hope everyone is fine and fit and ready for your classes. So now let's start our topic of the day. We are discussing about chapter number 5, that is cell cycle. Up to the previous lecture, in our online class, we discuss about the cell cycle, then we discuss about interphase, and after that we discuss about mitosis, its all subphases and its significance. If you remember, so in last online class we start from the mitosis, and before that we discuss the definition of cell cycle, that what is cell cycle and how many phases a cell cycle have. So let me recall a few previous topics for you guys. First of all, we define cell cycle, that it is a series of events through which a cell goes and divides itself. A parent cell divides itself into daughter cells. Then we divide the cell cycle into two main phases. First phase was interphase and the second was division phase. Then we discuss interphase in detail and we discuss the subphases of interphase too, in which discuss that interphase consists of three main stages, three main phases. First of all, we have G1 phase, then we have S phase, and the third one was G2 phase. And then after that, suddenly the cell entered to the division phase. And in division phase, we discussed two main processes. First one was mitosis and second one was meiosis. We discuss up to the mitosis. We say that mitosis is a type of cell division. It is a type of cell division or somatic cell division. We say that mitosis is a process by which body cells are divided. And then we discuss subphases of mitosis. That was prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. And basically we divide mitosis into two main processes, two main division. First one we have cytokaryokinesis. That is the division of nucleus. All the materials, all the organelles, all the genetic materials present inside the cell and nucleus are duplicated, replicated and then divided. And then we discuss about cytokinesis. After completion of karyokinesis, cytokinesis occurs. Cytokinesis is the process by which the cytoplasm are divided and the two daughter cells are separated. Two daughter nuclei are then divided into mature daughter cells. So this was all about the previous lecture and previous topic we discussed. Today, inshallah, we will start from our next topic, that is called meiosis. First of all, meiosis was discovered by a German biologist, Oscar Hartwig, in 1876. And we can define it as the type of cell division in which the daughter cell receive half the number of chromosome as the parent cell. It is also called reduction division. Occurs in gametes or germ cells. Now we have to understand these few basic terms so that it will be easier for us. First of all, the first change between mitosis and meiosis, that mitosis is occur in somatic cells only. Remember that we have two types of cell in our body. The one reproductive cells and the body cells are your somatic cells. Your body cells make your body parts, your organs, your tissues, your cells, while reproductive cells or gamete cells are the cells from which next generation, from which embryo, from which new ones or young ones are produced. So it is the division of that cells from which new organisms are produced, new organisms are derived. So meiosis is a type of cell division which occurs in gametes or germ cells. The male gametes are called sperm and the female gametes are called ovum or ova. So it is the division occurs in the male and female gamete cells. So the second change, that in mitosis we discussed that the parent cell is divided equally, and as we discussed in human, the example of human cell, that we have 46 number of chromosome in human cell. When a human body cell, somatic cell, undergoes mitosis, so the two daughter cell will produce, and as a result the same number of chromosome they will got. As we have 46 number of chromosome in parent cell, so the same number will be delivered, the same number will be proceed into the daughter cells also. As the parent cell contain 46 chromosomes, so the daughter cell will also contain 46 chromosome. While in case of meiosis, we have a different case. In meiosis, if the parent cell have 46 number of chromosome, when it divides into daughter cells, so it will receive half number of chromosomes. Suppose we have a parent cell and it is divided into two daughter cells, so the daughter cell will receive half the number of chromosome. We have diploid number of chromosome. After division it will remains haploid. We discussed about diploid and haploid in previous lecture. So meiosis is the process of cell division during which a parent cell divides into daughter cells and the number of chromosome remains half. The diploid number convert into haploid. That is why we also called it a reduction division. Now then meiosis is further divided into two phases, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. First of all, we will discuss about meiosis 1 and its subphases. Then we will proceed to meiosis 2 and its phases. Meiosis 1, the first phase is also called prophase, but we represent from 1 because it is the phase of meiosis 1. In prophase 1, it is the longest phase of meiosis. Almost 90% of the time of meiosis spent here. The main event which occurs in the prophase 1, that is called the crossing over and chiasmata formation. Now we have to discuss about what is crossing over and what is chiasmata formation. Let's see. Here we have a homologous chromosome. You can see it clearly. Homologous chromosome, the chromosome which are similar in shape and structures. They are called homologs or homologous chromosomes. The first step occur in meiosis 1, that the chromosomes are visible. The condensed form is removed and the chromosome are visible in structure as you see here in the diagram. Then it grow up in size and become a visible chromosome. We discuss about its part that we have chromatids and centromere. So the chromosome become visible and the uncoiled shape is disappear. Then in the next stage synapses occur. During synapses the sister chromatids are folded toward each other. Then in next step the sister chromatids exchange one pair. They exchange one pair of their chromosome. And in the next stage the chiasmata formation occur. Chiasmata is what? The non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosome exchange their parts. What is meant by chiasma? When the non-sister chromatids exchange their homologous pair. This is called chiasma. And this is the process by which the genetic variations occurs in living organism. This is the main process by which inheritance are transferred, and you see that sometime in the family a child is produced with blue eyes while the rest of the family do not have. The mother and the father do not have any eye blue color. In the four parents, in the four fathers, there were someone who have blue color eye genes, and that gene appear in the third generation. So this is all because of the chiasmata formation or crossing over of the chromosome. So in meiosis 1, the main phases occur. First of all, it is the longest phase of meiosis. Prophase 1, it is the longest phase of meiosis. Almost 90% of the time is spent over here. And the two main processes, that is called crossing over and chiasmata formation. Crossing over is the process in which the two homologous chromosomes are pair up and they synapse. Synapse mean they invert toward each other, and in chiasmata formation they exchange one homologous chromosome. Non-sister chromosome exchange their pairs in one part, and this exchange of non-sister chromatid is called crossing chiasmata formation or chiasma. So this is the main reason of variations occur in living organism. Then in next phases we have also the similar phases as in mitosis. Metaphase 1. In metaphase 1 we discuss in mitosis that meta means middle. So it is the phase during which the homologous chromosome arrange themselves in the metaphase plate. Means K chromosome appears in the middle of the cell and they form a metaphase plate और spindle fibers from one pole attached to one chromosome each as usual. जैसा माइटोसिस में हमारे साथ हुआ था बिल्कुल उसी तरह यहाँ पे भी क्रोमोसोम के साथ स्पेंडल फाइबर्स अटैच हो जाते हैं और इनको पुल करते हैं. Then in anaphase 1, during anaphase 1, spindle fibers pull towards the pole and separate the homologous chromosome. Each member of the pair is pulled toward opposite poles of the cell during the phase. The sister chromatids remain attached. In this way, one haploid set of chromosome is formed at each pole. Each chromosome in both haploid sets still contain two sister chromatids. As you can see in the diagram clearly, during prophase 1 what occurs? Crossing over and synapses occur and chiasma is formed. During the metaphase 1, the chromosome arrange themselves in the middle of the cell, which we called metaphase plate. These are the spindle fibers attached with the chromosome, and the sister chromatids remain the same, and the non-sister chromatids are divided. And then in the next phase, in the telophase, what happens during the anaphase? Anaphase is the which says that it is division. So during the anaphase, the spindle fiber try to pull the chromosome towards each pole. These places are called poles, and the thread-like structure you saw, these are the spindle fibers. So spindle fiber attach with the chromosome and pull towards respective pole, and at last during telophase, the number of chromosome remain half. Each daughter nuclei, two daughter nuclei remains receive half the number of chromosome, haploid number of chromosome, and now cytokinesis will occurs and the two daughter nuclei will be divided from each other. Now when these two daughter cells are produced, so these two daughter cell with half number of chromosome will undergo meiosis 2, and same process occurs in mitosis and meiosis 1 will also occur here: prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase, but we represent it with prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2 and telophase 2 because these are the stages of meiosis 2. What happens in meiosis? Each of the two cells formed in meiosis 1 undergo meiosis 2. वो सेल्स जो meiosis 1 के नतीजे में बने हैप्लॉइड नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम के साथ, अब वो meiosis 2 से गुजरेंगे. जनरली meiosis 2 resemble mitosis. Meiosis 2 is similar like mitosis. Here no copy of chromosome, no division will occur. Only the two daughter cells will be divided, will be reproduced, and they reproduce two daughter cells similar like them as in mitosis. Same photocopies like जैसा हमारे पास माइटोसिस में हुआ था कि एक ही पेरेंट सेल था और उससे जो डॉटर सेल आया, दोनों में नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम सब कुछ बिल्कुल सेम था, सिमिलर था. इसी तरह meiosis 2 भी थोड़ा बहुत या 100% हमारे पास माइटोसिस की तरह ही है. वो दोनों सेल जो meiosis 2 के नतीजे में बने थे और हाफ नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम था उनके पास, अब ये meiosis 2 से जब गुजरेंगे तो बिल्कुल माइटोसिस की तरह सिर्फ और सिर्फ उस सेल्स की 2 कॉपीज निकल जाएगी और एट द एंड हमारे पास 4 सेल्स बन जाएंगे. सो नाउ सी टुवर्ड द प्रोफेज 2, द क्रोमोसोम बिकम विजिबल. ईच क्रोमोसोम comprises of a centromere and 2 chromatids. The nucleoli and nuclear envelope disappear. Same process you also discuss in mitosis and meiosis 1. Now the metaphase, meta means middle, so the chromosome will arrange themselves on the middle of the cell and metaphase plate will form. Now anaphase is the division phase, so now spindle fiber will attach and they exert a pull pressure on the chromosome and chromosome will be divided. Now in telophase, the sister chromatids of each chromosome to the opposite poles and the nucleoli and nuclear envelope appear, membrane appear, the cytoplasm then divides and 4 haploid daughter cells from the 2 cells entering meiosis. Now see this diagram very clearly so you will understand. Up to here the process of meiosis 1 completed. Now this 2 cells which were produced during meiosis 1 will undergo the process of meiosis 2. So what will happens? That each daughter cell will also replicate same copy like itself as occurs in mitosis. ये जो 2 सेल meiosis 1 के नतीजे में प्रोड्यूस हुए थे, ये अब दोबारा meiosis 2 से गुजरेंगे और जैसे माइटोसिस का प्रोसेस था सिमिलर उस तरह प्रोसेस हो जाएगा. सिर्फ क्या हो जाएगा, ये दोनों पेरेंट सेल जो डॉटर न्यूक्लियाई थी, फ्रेश डॉटर न्यूक्लियाई थी, इनसे 2 सेल्स और प्रोड्यूस हो जाएंगे और बिल्कुल सिमिलर जो नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम इनमें है वो इन्हीं में होगा और ये इन्हीं फेजेस से गुजर जाएंगे और हमारे पास एट द एंड ये देखिए इस सेल से 2 हमारे पास सेल्स आए और इस सेल से 2 आए. सो एट द एंड हमारे पास 4 डॉटर सेल्स बन जाएंगे. एंड दिस इज द होल प्रोसेस ऑफ meiosis 1 एंड meiosis 2. आई होप you will understand the topic clearly. Inshallah we will again meet with the same chapter. Hope you will note all the information with yourself. Stay safe. Allah bless you. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.